people that wake.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Brady. That swung out wide to Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 17 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On play action, it's Brady. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To throw, it's Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The Chargers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now the third down throw complete as well.
I want to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now a 2nd down and 6. Brady now to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brady now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Brady to throw again. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5 now. Brady. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 88 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Gets around him. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
play action. It's Herbert. Got him in open. It's Chase. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. A nice little juke. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Brady now on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week, and that call was pretty easy.
On 2nd and 7, Brady, and it's caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Harris running straight ahead, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. Ooh, with a juke. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're at a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st down, Brady.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the delay, here's Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a toss play. It's Harris.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Brady. Harris has it over the middle.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Brady.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a play fake. Brady.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On the give, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Herbert back to the air.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert throwing again. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert.
Open man is Palmer. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start with two teams that shared a division for many years as Seattle pays a visit to Denver. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Again, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one taken just inside the 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brady now on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Brady.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first and 10, here's Brady.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They run with Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. On first down, Brady.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Brady. It's brought in by Harris.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more
and this will be caught at the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and a couple. Herbert. He finds his man. Complete. It's Palmer.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Chargers ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Harris.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A give to Harris. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Brady. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run for it with Spiller. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Herbert. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Harris running straight ahead. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's got some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue.